1 minute I'm stopping the keke to go home, right? And the next minute I'm jumping out of a moving keke. Me, guys, I almost got robbed. Hi my loves. I told you guys that the next thing I'm going to be posting on my channel is either I'm going to be like showing you guys my work or my upgraded face care routine, right? No, we have to scrap that this week. This week I'm going to be telling guys how I almost got robbed. This was not even a funny experience, but as I'm going to say it, I'm going to put it in a more lighter mood so you guys won't feel very scared, because when it happened to me, or when it was happening to me, I was very scared. My heart was beating, and when God saved me and I finally got home and I was like, did I almost get robbed? Did I almost get my phone snatched away from me? Guys, sit down, grab your popcorn and your drink and relax while I tell you guys how this shit went down. So from work, I always go to the gym and just try to keep my body fit and my mental health in check, right? So that day I was like, because I always walk on the treadmill for like an hour, but I was like, okay, let me see if I can walk like maybe 2 hours or 1 hour 30 minutes, right? Because I always leave the gym by 7 o'clock, 7:30 when it's like a little bit still bright, so at least I can, you understand, be safe when going home. So but that day I felt like, let me just stay a little while, right, and do more exercises. So I was in the gym till 8. I got dressed. After I was done, I went back, I got dressed like to my work clothes, and I was like, okay, let's go home. So before I left the gym, I was having this very weird feeling, and I was like, what's happening? I hope nothing bad is going to happen. I just like said a prayer and I was like, let's go home. So when I was climbing the overhead bridge, right, there's an overhead bridge to the other side where I'm supposed to take the keke to go home, I was like, okay, let me look at my back, let me watch everywhere to make sure that I'm safe, I'm not being followed, because I was having this weird feeling, right? So I come down from the overhead bridge and I'm like standing. Guys, I stood like up to like 20 minutes before I could actually get keke. And finally this keke stopped. I was like, where are you going to? I think that was the first red flag, because where are you going to? Why are you asking me where am I going to? Where are you going to? But you know what? I just foolishly entered. I was like, I'm going to. I called my bus stop. I was like, oh, okay, enter. I entered. So there were 2 guys already sitting down at the back, then the driver. So I sat down at the end, that's at the edge of the keke. I was the 3rd person. So we're driving, it's even up to like 10 seconds. The driver was like, hey madam, they are robbing in front, to put your phone in your bag. So I'm like, they are robbing in front, but you're driving to the front. He was like, hey, he's going to pass on some blah 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 blah. His shower was explaining rubbish. Then the other guy at the other edge was just shouting, give me my change, I want to come down the next bus stop. Give me my change, I want to come down the next bus stop. And I'm like confused. I'm like, why are you shouting? Everybody's just shouting. It's just chaotic. So I held my phone. Now I always hold my phone with this, I don't know if you can see this thing, it's like a charm that you put in your phone. I always wear it like a bracelet when I hold my phone in my hand, because I'm like, if you want to snatch my phone, you have to drag the bracelet, and I will have to drag it with you. But nobody actually like pray to get their phone snatched, right? So I was holding my phone and he was like, put your phone in your bag, they are robbing in front. You not told the other guy beside you, say, you said put your phone for your pocket, they are robbing in front. So I now put my phone in my bag, but I was still holding this like charm, like I was holding one finger, and I put my phone in my bag. And like in the next like 1 minute, he just turned to the back and it was like, madam, please help me carry my curtain up. And I'm like, Oga, concentrate on your driving now. Why you say, hey, can't carry the curtain up? I'm like, the curtain is not down. The curtain is not down. Why are you saying carry curtain up? The curtain is not down. So he was just driving. He was driving and he was using his hand to try to, I don't know what he was doing with the curtain, but he was just driving one hand and using his other hand to hold the curtain. It was like, you know what, let him park so that he can do the curtain well. And where he was going to park was like a banking hall, UBA banking hall that was like, you know, is after work hours. So that area is actually very dark. And I don't even know what happened. The next thing my mind just said, Oma, if you don't come down from this keke, these guys are about to rob you. Guys, you know, I told you I was having this weird feeling. The feeling became worse because my stomach started paining me. I don't know if you ever felt so anxious that you'll be having like stomach pain. So my stomach started paining me, and I was like, you know what, I just grabbed my bag before he could even pack. I just jumped out. If you tell me, oh my, jump high, I'll tell you why. I don't jump, I don't run, I only walk. Even in treadmill for 1 hour 30 minutes, I will walk, I will not run. I don't know why, but I feel like when I run, I always have this heart palpitation, so I do not run, I do not jump. But that day, I don't know what happened. What they call that chemical that they say if you are in danger, it just, guys, I jumped out of a moving keke. I jumped out of a moving keke, and thank God I did not fall. I said immediately I jumped out, I was just running. Guys, I'm laughing, but it wasn't funny. It was 8 o'clock, everywhere was dark. People no send me, like people no even send me, because when I jumped down and I was begin to run back to the bus stop, I was trying to flag a car down or just flag somebody down, like okay, just at least ask me what's happening. Nobody gave a fuck about me. Language. Nobody cared about me. They just drove until I found another keke that was coming towards my direction. I had to flag him down and I entered. Guys, if I tell you how I held my bag like this, he was like, what's up? I was like, are they robbing in front? He was like, no, they're not robbing in front. That Mountain of Fire people just finished their Wednesday program and they are going home, so it's causing traffic, that's all, but they're not robbing in front. And guys, that's when I actually confirmed it. I was about to be robbed. I was about to be robbed. Well, they didn't succeed. But I want to say something. We as ladies have to be very careful. In that instance, I have a pepper spray in my bag. I have a taser in my bag. It did not work. Like, I didn't have a chance to use it. The only thing was I had to escape. So now what I actually learned that day was, you can have those things in your bag, the torchlight, whatever, but you should always have it in mind that if anything bad is about to happen, your first thing you should think about is how to escape, how to run, how to get away from the situation. Because guys, imagine they actually like dragged my bag and they pushed me out, or they dragged my phone and they pushed me out. I'm like, what would have happened? But I'm grateful to God that it turned out to be just a story time, and not the fact that I had to try to get on my feet again, like getting a new phone or being injured or being traumatized. I was traumatized for a bit, for like 2 days. I was traumatized because I didn't go to the gym for like 2 days because I was scared. But later I just had to conquer it and actually go to the gym and be more careful and actually leave very early. But guys, that experience was 0/10. I wouldn't recommend. So guys, that's how I almost got robbed. Please be careful. You are in Lagos, you're in anywhere in the world, please be careful. Peace.